Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Thank you all so much for taking the time to support the channel. I hope you're having a magical day. We're in standard Dominaria best of one. We have an Abzan Reanimator build. Holy Toledo, as I've never seen this much accessible reanimation, and the creature base that we have as well as this is a new meta. It will grow in cards from here. I don't even want to know where this goes in the next year's time, right? As we add new cards into the standard pool. Holy Toledos. We're going to break down the deck list in today's video, talk about the strategies, the synergies, showcase this within the ranked gameplay footage, and then we'll wrap up with our deck review and, of course, our pack opening. Still looking for this Wandering Emperor. You're mine, girl. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help support the channel. Let's take a look at the deck. Here we are, Abzan Reanimator, standard 60 card, best of one, 3.7 on the average mana Richter scale here. We do have 17 creatures and 19 non-creatures, so it is a very merry mid-range deck. And, talking about all of the different sources that we have to reanimate creatures and permanents as a whole within this deck. And, Gix is something new. It has read ahead for 5 mana. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a creature or planeswalker from it, they will discard it. So, that's going 1 for 1 organically, good value. Then we get to search our library for any card, putting it into our hand, losing 3 life. Okay, so it's a 2 for 1 at this point, with the loss of life, but with the cards we can pull, it's fine. And then put a target creature card from a graveyard into the battlefield under your control. Now that is our first Reanimator ability, in which we can grab one of our opponent's creatures or just one of our own. We have very good creatures to bring back, so that's fine. But if we get something good from our opponent, don't hesitate to take that as well, right? The next new Reanimator card that we have access to is Sarah Paragon. 4 mana, 3/4 with flying, which is really good base stats, right? And once during each of your turns, you may play a land card from your graveyard or cast a permanent spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. If you do, it gains when this permanent is put into your graveyard from the battlefield again. You'll exile it instead and gain 2 life. That life gain is ridiculous. The recursion of, all of your creatures 2 or less, and, maybe even your lands, is going to really help get the job done. And then finally, of course, but certainly not least, the Spirit Sister's Call for 5. This is an enchantment, and at the beginning of your end step, you get to choose a target permanent card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with the chosen card. If you do, return the card chosen from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it gains if this permanent would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. So there's 3 different ways to put permanents from the battlefield directly from the graveyard directly into the battlefield. And we also have a few different ways to grab them back into our hand as well, right? So the Visionary here is a 1/3. It has the channel ability for 2 plus XX. We get to discard it to return X target non-legendary cards from your graveyard to the hand, right? So, we have a ton of non-legendaries that we can grab to help us continue the process, and all of our Reanimator spells are also non-legendary, so right, those are really high priority to grab back, maybe even along with some of your removal, right? The things that we can't normally get back. And then we also have the Dryad's Revival, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. This lots of the times will grab the Visionary, and then the Visionary grabs everything. But again, whatever the situation calls for, maybe you don't have that much time to juke around, right? Or that much mana. So that's kind of what we have going on with the recursion aspects of the deck. We can also free cast, which is kind of like recursion with Elspeth's Resplendent, that -3, looking at the top 7 cards of your library, putting a permanent with mana value 3 or less from among them into the battlefield with a shield counter on it. This is pretty cool. It's not quite recursion because it comes directly from your library, but it is similar. And then because we're playing from our graveyard, we have some discard, we have some mill. Teachings of the Kirin, mill 3 cards, create a 1/1, then put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and then finally exile and transform. It's a 1/1 enchantment creature, which is really important as we're sacrificing an enchantment or a creature, right, with this through the Sister's Call. And whenever it attacks, choose one, either exile target creature card from a graveyard. When you do, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token, or a non-creature card, in which case you'll put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that you control. So again, graveyard control here, which is really nice. We can make more creatures to sacrifice with the Spirit Call. We can power our own creatures up, which is really nice. The Speaker, 2 mana, 1/3, add mana of any color. This is just going to help us ramp because, 3.7 average mana value, very heavy curve. So this will help us mitigate that. And again, we can even reanimate, or not reanimate, but animate some lands here, turning them into 3/3s, which is really quite nice to help put in a little bit of extra damage around the side. We can continue to mill ourselves with Old Rutstein for 3, a 1/4. When it enters the battlefield, mill a card, and at the beginning of our upkeep, if it was a land, create a treasure. If it was a non-land, create, well, if it was an instant or sorcery, create a blood token. What is this? Sorry. Creature, you get a green insect. Non-creature, non-land, you get a blood token. And treasure if it was a land, right? So land, you get a treasure. Creature, you get an insect. And then non-creature, you get a blood token. I don't know why that was so complex for me to figure out. Anywho, you know, it's not just milling, because sometimes we can get these cards in our hand. We want to discard them. Liliana's 3 mana, 3 loyalty, +1. Each player discards a card. Woof. Target player sacrifices a creature. So you can play this on 3, have them sacrifice a creature, and then on 4, toss maybe your Titan to the grave, which is really cool. Hopefully you are also ramping on turn 2, in which case, you know, you're right into that graveyard recursion, potentially pulling that Titan back into play on turn 4, which is it's really not okay. That's not something that you should be allowed to do. I believe that that is all the cards mostly. Titan of Industry, of course, you're familiar with, for 7 mana, 7/7, reach, trample. Enters the battlefield, choose 2, destroy artifact or enchantment, gain 5 life, create a 4/4, or put a shield counter on one of your creatures. That's pretty crazy, of course. And then we have... I think that's it. I think we've... Oh, a little bit of removal within the march. X damage, you gain X life. You can exile from your hand black cards to reduce the cost by 2. So, you know, just a little bit of life gain here. You know, we've got the treasures through Rutstein as well. That can help. And, you know, the sustainability is not bad. We do like that life gain. And maybe just a little bit better than Cast Down late game, right? And then Meat Hook Massacre. Of course, you know, this is here for the field wipe as well. Whenever a creature they control dies, we'll gain life, and whenever one of our dies, they'll lose life. And of course, it costs 2 plus X. Each creature gets -X. We have all the lands you'd ever want in the build, utility-wise, of course, with the channels, as we can replay those from the grave through the Paragon, which is really cool. And then the dual lands for consistency, right? So Abzan Reanimator, you know, your main goal is just to discard the Titan, you know, put it into the battlefield. It's really quite simple. Thank you so much for watching the deck tech portion of the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help support. After the gameplay footage that we're about to watch, we're going to tear into this pack, so don't go anywhere. Enjoy. Going first with a very nice hand. Turn 2, Teaching. Turn 3, Rutstein. Or maybe turn 2, Visionary. It's going to be hard to say. Yeah, I'm going to go Visionary, as it can ramp. Sleeper, cool beans. We enter and mill. Okay, make the creature. They push up their base power, no attacks. We mill and ramp next turn. Seems pretty straightforward to me. We ramp there, that's really nice. The death touch is annoying, I'll admit. Ah, they're gonna activate Curtain. It's not great. Maybe they don't. You know, maybe they don't go right for it. Oh, we don't have a planes. Lily in the grave. They have 4 mana here. A Blood Veil Purveyor. Interesting. I'm gonna take a shield counter, I guess, and a 4/4. It's not great. Looking for a Sister's Call. At least we have reach against the Blood Veil, because that thing is huge, dude. I can draw with the Sleeper, literal ton. A second Purveyor? Wow. That is aggro AF. Hey, that's not too shabby. Why didn't you use that as generic? Oh, we needed the green, that's why. I see. We'll cycle these blood tokens, I guess. We can push 2 bloods away. So maybe they attack thinking they've got more damage than they do. I mean, this is not bad. Take a draw. Just discard Lily for sure. What? I guess that brings back Lily anyway, so that would actually be the correct play. Toss a land and draw. Doesn't matter, it's the same as doing it next turn. That meat hook would be good. Toss land and draw. There she is. We get to sack a creature, bring another Titan out. Let's just go for it. Wow. Just continuing to power up. Forcing the sacrifice could have been good there too. But I think I'm going to discard Lily. Right, we get rid of 2 3 blood tokens here. Interesting. They can also equip. Base power toughness 5/5 also gains menace. Huh. Sucks to discard that, but we can bring it back always with the Sister's Call, which is really cool. So, shouldn't be too much damage. I think we're fine. That's a good top deck, too. Not a problem. Da-na-na-na-da-da. We still take 6 down to 14, keep the majority of our field, and that should be fine. Triad's Revival off the top as well. Nice. Okay, we go first, but goddamn, dude, like this hand is so slow. Whatever. It's almost lunchtime. I don't care. Let's get burned. It is what it is. There's cool cards in the hand, though, right? It's like, you know, we can play our Paragon here as well. Very interesting. We'll just pick up some removal. Boopity boopity boop boop. It'll be fine. Uh-oh. A quick deck. We top deck maybe a meat hook, question mark? We're supposed to also maybe top deck ramps there. For some reason we didn't. Oh, double red. With a little bit of haste. Hit for 218. I mean, they're not very fast mono red deck. Even I'm, you know, like, they've got me in fast mode. I'll allow it. We can go straight to 5, but we got nothing good in grave. They probably burn our speaker. Without doubt. Just get blasted, dude. Multicolored deck with mana ramp? No. Whether it's a play with fire or a shock is irrelevant. Sorry, a lightning strike. Just like fuck off about it. Also, pulling their removal. That doesn't hit our Paragon. Right? 'Cause maybe they had 2 play with fires. So that speaker can come right back out. Having multiple recursion engines is really cool. Like the Sister's Call can bring stuff. The Paragon can bring stuff. Gix can bring stuff. It's really, really cool. Doesn't look like they're beating the Paragon this turn. They could attack with no land, try to get us to block, then play a land, then play with fire to kill it. That would be their best bet. As far as strategy goes. I don't know if they're really on that page or not. ACG, you trying to trick them to give you a free creature? Absolutely. No, the playline works. Settle. The playline is good. But also, yes. No, I don't think they'd do it if they didn't have the rest of the line, right? Smells like rope. Do you not? But then we're not going to hook for 3 because it would kill this. I might hook for 3. I don't know. I'm the aggro deck now. I'd like to discard is what I'd like to do. If we had a Lily in hand, oh, Lord have mercy. Let's block Goro. Take 2. Of course, when they remove the speaker, we'll gain 2 life. No, then don't want to go for it? Interesting. This is a good play. Unless they have removal, but I doubt it. Get a pretty good hit in. Ending turn. I mean, we already have a Who Endures out, so this is a spell unless it's our 7th land. Oh no, the speaker's our 7th land. Don't you want to see my Titan? No! I think these cards shouldn't be allowed to be played in the same deck. The Paragon for 4 and the Titan for 7, like... That's too much. Going first with some turn 2 ramp, which I appreciate. Turn 3 mill. Turn 4 Sister's Call. Dimmed Evil. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. Christian RG. Are you there? Sometimes people like to log into the stream. Wasn't too long of a wait though, maybe just considering their hand. Sometimes it's super suspect, other times could have just been an average. Maybe they're on a different web browser too, like changing the song. It happens. Ouch. Loving Cut Down. An alright card, huh? The Great Mill. Not bad. Let's swing for 2 first. Open mana, right? So it's more likely that with the open mana we have a little bit of protection. We don't, but pretend we do. Visionary can help us ramp. Grab a land. Fourth land. Grixis Colors. Not good. Were there any new vampires in the set? Question mark, question mark. I don't think so. I don't think so. Originality. It's a good card. No blocks. Ouch. If we draw a land, the Titan would be really good. But we don't have another play. Let's check out their hand. Soul Kanar. Interesting. I guess no attacks, we're defending. They have a counterspell, they have another Buster, a Surge. Yikes. Alright. Sadly. Not feeling great about that. Oh, that is not... Oh, no, it is good because they... Oh, no, they got counter magic. And they could sack that. Well, let's force them to sacrifice it. And maybe I just take another Liliana. No. Let's force them to stack the Apocalypse. I mean, they could counter it, but it's the same. It would actually be better because then I wouldn't end up with a Liliana, but then they lose their counterspell. So, I mean, I'm okay with it. It's not great, but whatever. And we'll decline this, right, because they copied it. We'd have to pay 4. And this way we can bounce the Visionary to our hand, right? No attacks. We can do this end step. It's instant speed. 2 cards in their hand, but they do have 2 draw engines. We have their shield to grab with our Gix. So they might just go straight for it and grab that themselves. This is cool because they're going to exile the Gix. Oh? Sorry, they were going to exile the Apocalypse, so I couldn't take it. But now I think I can, question mark. Whoa, that's kind of weird. They're going to regret that decision, I think. Yeah, I mean... Oh, the double crew is not good. Maybe I'm about to regret this decision. We should have grabbed a meat hook, maybe. Dang, dude. I understand now. We get a 7th land. How do you not? Paragon in play. If only we could play 2 of these cards. I think we only get 1 of them a turn. I would love to throw this Liliana out there, right? But because we only get 1 play, should just be the teachings. Rutstein's good. Another Liliana's good. Can we survive is going to be the question here. 3 life is, like, not great. 6. Next turn we can play a land from the grave if we don't draw it. The Paragon and then Titan for life gain. I mean, this is fine for now. They could kill the Paragon, but that's unpleasant. Good for them. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Kind of, it's in my way. We can bring it back with the Sister's Call. We grabbed the land anyways. Oh, Lord have mercy. We're gonna kill the Bankbuster. They take a draw. I guess we should have attacked the tapped one as it had 2 tokens on it still. Little loss of value, I guess. No attacks, and we're straight chilling, dude. We can grab the Paragon back next turn. And then I think we have the 3 best creatures in the game in play. Oh, that blood token's nasty. Good for them. They're still coming at us, you know what I mean? Good for them. How do you not? We can bring back anything we want. Well, not Planeswalker. We're low on life. I'm going to take it easy. Bring this Paragon back. Sack the token. Fortunately, that's going to be our end step here. Harvester will kill the Paragon here, right? And that's okay. You know, we're just going to bring it back again, so... Actually, no, it goes to exile. As soon as I said that, I was like, no, that's not right. Maybe we should have meat hooked first. Okay. To the bottom of our library. That is really, really good. And they kill it without using the Harvester. Also really good. Killing now the Visionary. Not bad. I'm really going for it. Probably should have meat hooked. I wanted to get Kiki. I could bring back Gex. Take their shield again. 6 damage though. I can't take 6 damage. Yaz. We could sack our meat hook for Gex. This is incredible. This is such a big brain play. You're going to have to adjust your hat size for this one. Oh, don't you. Don't you. I'm going on 2. Being greedy. Being greedy, dude. You should take your shield. You should not take my creature. Can they not exile up to 1 target creature from a grave? I don't know why they're not taking their own. So strange. They do hit us for 4 here. which is pretty brutal. Oh. They hit us for 6. Because the Soul Canar hits us as well. Interesting. Interesting. We are down to 1. No, they draw instead. Life gain is like super important. I don't think this is what we want to be doing. Let's get rid of this pain land. Right, I like that. Then we don't have to pay life, ever. There is no other Titan, sadly. Good for you. That was a good play. This is a close game. If they have another removal, they win. Right? Take it. Lightning bolt, you lose. Come on. Basically, wow. Things I didn't expect. That's being greedy. We could have blocked it. We could have blocked it and still played our thing and got the Titan out. But I was like, no, I want to do both of them. We lost that ourselves. Well, they can't get the 3rd damage. You know what I mean? They're not running any burn spells. I've not seen a single burn spell. That's a meat hook, baby. Let's go. I can already hear chat jackling. Like the pack of hyenas they are. You like that last match? Bet you did. We're gonna play this speaker here. Mono white life gain. Could be scary. Could be scary. We do have that 3rd land, which will act as 4. They're going pretty quick here. They exile us, I'm gonna freak out. Brutal Catharinal. Announcement could be worse. We just gotta take this, right? Lily out. I'm gonna plus away a Titan.
Enough with the mysteries. I've drop it.
And then we have Gix. Next turn, bringing the Titan out immediately. Hashtag let's go. Cool card. They gotta go all in if they want Lily. Which means we get the veteran. Oh, shit. The Sun Gold Sentinel. Forgot about that. That's okay. No, it's actually not okay. Because they would kill her, and we need now the discard. But it's going to be the same thing unless we can do it in that same turn. Brutal. Sungold Sentinel literally saving the day.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Little fucker. I think we're dead. All right, they're going to take Liliana here. Could have maybe searched for Meat Hook, but casting Meat Hook for 2 is not going to do it. Look at this hand. Jesus. That's crazy. Still fair and playable, it seems. And again, you know, we just can't do it. Holy Toledo's. Abzan Reanimator is, you know, looking good. I'm nervous about Farewell. Farewell would absolutely demolish this deck. So don't tell anyone that, please. What would you guys like to see added in the deck, changed? You know, any thoughts and opinions, definitely leave those down below in the comments. And we're going to tear open this pack. Here we are, here we are. Still looking for the Wandering Emperor. We haven't gotten it yet. I can almost smell it, though. Full art. Boo. Planes. Right? I mean, this is the art card. It's not actually planes. Can you imagine? This would be worth so much more. Hurtful. This isn't even an alt art. This is just a Barons. Lame. Lame. And then, of course, we have our alt art cards up next. Renegade. Only 2 of them. That's sad. I thought we were supposed to get 3. Lucky Offering. Kami. Ooh, Kami Splitter is actually good. I'm going to set that to the side. This is a part that won't focus. It's so good it can't focus. The camera can't handle it. There we go. Let me see my beautiful cuticles there. Take care of yourself, kid. The Octopus. The Leech Gauntlet, which is something I've actually not used. Reach. Oh, Dragon Kami Reborn. I play with this. This is a really cool alchemy card. And that is lame. And that is lame. That was, well, a very lame pack. No, it could be worse. We do get the Kami Egg, which I'm a massive fan of. And of course, the Flare to go with it as well. Woof. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Definitely check out my other Dominaria decks in the recent uploads if you haven't seen them all yet. We're pumping up like 2 a day, so that's good news for all of you. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps support the channel. All of this, all the time. Have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.